Today, inshallah, we'll continue our talk about managing materials in our body. I'm talking about different systems, how they manage materials. Previously, or yesterday, we talked about the respiratory system, and let's start about asking just one question about the respiratory system. What is the main organ in the respiratory system? That's it. What is the main organ in the respiratory system? تمام النشمي برافو تمام lungs. So another question would be like this. What is the main function? Sorry, what is the main function of the respiratory system? What is the main, not R, is the main function?
مين مستر خالد العيسى؟
Type in the chat area. Type in the chat area.
اوكي.
What is the main function of the respiratory system? That is the second question. Muhammad Aboud, thank you, Muhammad. Thank you, Muhammad, I've answered before. I'll type the question again. For Control C. We have a new question, Laith. This is a new question. Bring O2 and remove carbon dioxide from the body. That's very good. Does it remove only carbon dioxide or other things with carbon dioxide? And yes, some water vapor are removed. Take oxygen and give off to the cells. Take oxygen and give it to the cells. It's exchange of gases, yes, through the main lungs. طيب. Today, inshallah, we're going to talk about the excretory system. I'll type the main objectives, the main goals of this session, and then you will read it with me. This is number one. Faisal. Yes. We have here this number one. Describe the different components of the excretory system and explain the main functions of the excretory system. Explain the main functions of the excretory system. So I'll put them again here. Describe the different components. This is one. And number two, explain the main functions of the excretory system. I will pick someone of you to read it. Let me pick someone of you to read that. Just 1 minute. طيب we'll take أحمد عبد الرزاق. أحمد عبد الرزاق.
Yes, teacher.
Here, Ahmed Abdul Razak, I want you to read in the chat area. I have typed to you two things here, two objectives of our lesson. I want you to read number one.
Yes, teacher. I read.
Yes, yes. I want you to read only the question here, the objective. These are the objectives, guys.
Explain the main functions of the excretory system.
And the other one?
Describe the different components of the excretory system.
So by the end of this session, you have to answer or know what we mean by different components and what is the main function. Muhammad Aboud, can you read them again?
Which page, Mister?
I want you to read this here in the chat area right now. The page, I don't know the page, but it's the last part of the...
Explain the main function of excretory system. Describe the different components of the excretory system.
Thank you. Ali Gannas, are you there? Ali Gannas. طيب تميم النشمي. تميم.
Yes.
I want you to read these two objectives of our lesson. Number one.
Explain the main functions of the excretory system. Describe the different components of the excretory system.
Excretory system. Thank you. Right now we'll start with a video that will display that the function and the shape of the excretory system. Wait until this is removed. So we have it here. Then we will continue to read and solve questions about it.
Human excretory system. In human beings, excretory system consists of a pair of kidneys, a pair of ureters, a urinary bladder, and urethra.
So this is the main components of the excretory system. Kidneys, two kidneys, ureters, two ureters, one of each kidney, and urinary bladder, okay, and urethra. Let's see.
The nitrogenous end product in man is urea.
Urea is a chemical substance produced from breaking down proteins. It's a waste product. Again, urea is a chemical substance produced from breaking down protein, and it is a waste product. The blood or the body must get rid of it to keep or maintain homeostasis. It's produced in the lung, in the livers, in the liver mainly. It breaks down protein, liver break down protein, and produce urea. This urea, if it kept inside the body and the body didn't remove it, it will interrupt the homeostasis, and it cause that the body environment will be toxic. So urea must be get rid out of the body.
Kidney is a bean-shaped, red-colored organ. Kidneys are attached to the dorsal body wall on either side of vertebral column in the abdominal cavity.
So kidneys is a bean shape. It's small in size. It exists in the abdominal cavity, okay, and the both sides of the vertebral column. This is its location. We'll see its size right now.
Each kidney of an adult human measures 10 to 12 centimeter in length, 5 to 7 centimeter in width, 2 to 3 centimeters in thickness, with an average weight of 120 to 170 grams.
So it's not big, it's small. 120, 170 grams. This is the total weight of each kidney.
Its outer
Mister,
margin
can I ask
is
a question?
Yes, you can.
What is the yellow things above the?
We'll talk about it. It's two glands. It's called adrenal glands. and it has nothing to do with the excretory system.
Next, an inner margin is concave.
Listen to it and pass it.
The notch present on the inner margin is concave. The notch present on the inner margin is called hilus.
All this you don't have in the box, so just pass it.
Renal artery, which brings blood to the kidney.
So this is important. We have artery that brings blood to the kidney and vein that will take blood away from the kidney. It's called renal artery. And this one will be renal vein.
From heart enters the kidney through hilus. Renal vein, which carries blood from the kidney to the heart, and ureter come out of the kidney through hip.
There is ureter. From each kidney you will find ureter that will carry the excretory, the waste product out of the kidney.
Hilus. Each ureter is a thin-walled tube. The anterior end of ureter is wide and is called renal pelvis. The ureter opens into urinary bladder. Urine is stored in the bladder.
So the substance which is produced from the kidney is called urine. And you know, urine that gets out from your body when you go to the bathroom. This is urine. Urine is a water waste product, mainly urea, okay, and other waste products. But the urine is different from urea. We take urea before, and I said urea is a chemical substance produced from breaking down proteins, which mainly happens in the liver. But here we talk about urine, U-R-I-N-E. This one is produced from the kidney, and this urine, which you release out from your body when you go to the bathroom, that's urine. Okay, so it produced from the kidneys, and it consists of water, mainly water, dissolved in it, waste product, and mainly urea inside urine. So it will be released from kidney, produced by kidney, and moved to will be stored in the urinary bladder, will move from kidney to urinary bladder by ureters.
Till it is filled and then is sent out through a canal called urethra.
This urethra, which will release urine outside of your body.
On top of each kidney, an adrenal gland.
That's what you ask about it, adrenal gland. It has nothing to do with excretory system or excretion process.
Is present. It is endocrine gland and has nothing to do with excretion. Longitudinal section of kidney. Outer region of kidney is...
So we stop here and I'll go talk about nephron. Right now we know the main structure of the excretory system. I will give you what is nephron. I'll try to find one for you. Small one for nephrons. But let's read first, then come back to nephrons. Let's go back here. So we have introduced to you the main functions or the main structure of the urinary bladder. Here, excretory system, and that's it, excretory system, kidneys and artery, renal artery and renal vein, and ureters and urinary bladder and the urethra. And here is the kidney. This is the section of the kidney, and you'll find that kidney consists of millions of nephrons. This is called nephron. Okay, this nephron is which will filter the blood when it enters the kidney. So we'll come to nephron later, but this is the main structure of the excretory system. Let's pick someone to read that with us and ask a question about it. Ahmed Al-Atabi.
Yes, Mr.
Ahmed, would you read, please, what is excretory system?
Excretory system, the process of removing waste is called excretion.
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 Yep.
The excretory system, which is illustrated
in figure 7.
Illustrated in figure 7, removes waste produced from the body. The main
Products.
product from the body. The main organs of this system are the kidneys, urinary bladder,
Urinary bladder,
urethra, lung, skin, and liver. All these organs work together to ride the body of waste as your cells perform their
various function.
They produce waste products. These included carbon dioxide, excess water, and other materials. These waste need to be removed from the body in order to maintain homeostasis.
So in this paragraph, thank you, Ahmad, he mentioned to us the main organs of the excretory system, which are kidneys, urinary bladder, urethra, lungs, skin, and liver. These are the main organs of the excretory system. Okay, guys? The process of removing waste is called excretion. And this is the main function of the excretory system. Excretory system, the main function, remove waste product from the body. And this is the organ included. It's not only kidney and urinary bladder and urethra, added to them lungs, which remove an amount of water beside carbon dioxide, and the skin, which produce sweat, and liver, which produces urea. All of these organs work together to rid the body of wastes. All of this to maintain homeostasis. All of this to maintain what? Homeostasis, or keep internal body conditions stable. Let me start to ask a question for someone here, and let's take randomly Ibrahim Rabia. معن البشري. معن.
Yes.
Raise your voice a little bit, man. And we have a question here, man. Read this. What's your name? No, I didn't call you. Focus with me, guys. Keep in the session, huh? Keep yourself here with us. Read, man. Excretion.
Excretion and the kidneys. Figure 7. The kidneys are two of the main organs of the excretory system.
Excretory system.
Label the excretory system. Label the kidneys and the urinary bladder.
That's the question. Which one here is kidney and which one is urinary? This one is what? What I have to write here?
Kidneys.
Kidneys, bravo. And this one's what?
Urinary bladder.
Bravo. And this is ureter and this is urethra. Thank you, man. Another one. And pick someone else. Tamim.
Yes.
Read this one.
How might a blockage in the ureter impact the excretion of waste from the body?
How might a blockage, assume for example, this is a popular disease or famous disease, might blockage, yes, ureter, impact the excretion of waste. If we have a blockage here in the ureter, how this can affect the excretion in the body, impact the excretion of waste from the body.
We won't be able to get out wastes.
Bravo. The urine will not be able to reach the urethra. It will be trapped in the kidneys. And this will create pressure on the kidney and they may cause kidney failure. And that would lead to you are not getting rid of waste like urea and waste product that can lead to toxic environment inside your body and lead to death, by the way, if you leave it like this. So that's a very dangerous problem if you do what? If you have a blockage in the ureters or one of them. So you have to remove it. So we have talked about the different parts of the urinary bladder. Let's talk about nephrons. Nephrons here is the main function. We'll take it in the next page. This is the shape of it. We'll talk about it in the next slide. Inshallah, on the next page, we'll talk about nephrons in detail. So let's go back here. And let me pick someone to read. Salman Al-Isa.
Mister, did you say my name, Ibrahim?
Yes, a surname.
Sorry, Mister, I had a problem in Microsoft Teams.
Okay. Can you read with me right now?
Okay, Mister, I can
Read this part.
oh, wait, I can see it. Kidneys. The kidneys are two bean-shaped organs that filter blood and regulate the amount of water in the body. The kidneys remove water and urea, a chemical produced from the breakdown of proteins, while the lungs remove some water. Most water is excreted from the body in the form of urine, which includes water and urea. Liquid waste collects in the urinary bladder and is expelled through the urethra.
Urethra. Let me just make this in yellow. So in this one, we talk about kidneys. Kidneys, two bean-shaped organs, as we see before. The kidneys remove water, okay, and urea. What is urea? A chemical substance produced from breakdown of protein. We have said that before. While lungs remove some water, most of the water excreted from the body from urine, in the form of urine, which is produced by the two kidneys. So it gets rid of most of waste of water or excess water removed with urine, which includes water and urea. And we said urea before is the chemical substance produced from breaking down of what? Of protein. And here urinary bladder, which store urine until it's released outside the body through the urethra. So this is the main function. We talked about it before. Let me pick someone else. Turki Dahilan. Turki.
Yes.
Turki, would you read this part? This paragraph?
Each kidney is composed of millions of tiny tubes called nephrons. A nephron is a small filtering structure in the kidneys that remove waste from blood and produce urine. The filtration process happens in two stages. The first, nephron filter both waste and the needed materials from the blood. Next, the needed material are returned to the blood and waste are excreted.
So in this paragraph, it's talking about nephrons, as I told you before. Let's listen to what is nephron.
Nephron. Small filtering structure found in the kidneys that removes waste from blood and produces urine.
So this is nephron, and this is its shape. That is nephron, that its shape, and it exists here. In each kidney, there are millions of nephrons. The filtering structure in the kidney, its main function to produce urine, filter the blood from the wastes and the needed material, not only wastes, but also needed materials. So this is the structure of nephron, how it looks like. This is nephron capsule, and this is nephron tube, and that's the blood capillaries that is connected with the nephron structure. So that's nephron, and in each kidney we will find millions of nephrons, and if we want to define it, it is the main or the filtering structure of the main filtering structure of the system, of the excretory system, and its function to remove waste and also needed materials, It removes both of them. But what happens? There is two stages for the filtration process, which happen in the nephrons. First stage, nephron filter both the waste and the needed materials from the blood. Nephrons remove wastes, not only wastes, and the needed materials too. Let me make it in red so you can understand what I'm talking about. Needed material and wastes. Or make it blue like this. So nephrons filter the blood from waste, filter the blood from wastes and needed materials. In the next stage, the needed materials are returned to the blood and the wastes are excreted. So that happens in the next stage. So stage number 1, you remove waste product and the needed materials from the blood, completely from the blood. And then in the second stage, the needed materials are returned to the blood and the wastes are excreted. Wastes are excreted. Here we will talk how the different systems are interacting with each other to maintain homeostasis and get or remove wastes from the body. Expect someone to read. Light, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, Light. I want you to read this paragraph, the first paragraph. It's only one.
Wait a minute. I have a background noise. I'm gonna close the door and I'll come back. Okay. Just
Okay.
listen. Okay, I'm back. The lungs, skin, liver, respiratory system, digestive system, and
Integumentary system.
Integumentary system work with the
Integumentary system.
Integumentary system work with the excretory system to remove wastes from the body. When you exhale, you are not only removing carbon dioxide from the skin, figure 8, also removes waste, sweat glands in your skin release water.
Light. Read from here again. When you exhale,
When you exhale, you're not removing carbon dioxide from the body, but some water as well. Your
integumentary system.
integumentary system, which includes your skin, also removes waste. Sweat glands in your skin release water from your cells to help cool your body. Sweat also contains a small amount of urea.
Thank you. Stop here. Thank you, Light. Thank you, Light. So we are talking, mute your mic, Light. So here we are talking about the different systems, how they help in the excretory or excretion process. Respiratory system, it produces in the main organs of the respiratory system are lungs. They release carbon dioxide, which is waste product, some amount of water. Digestive system help in the removing solid wastes of your body. Integumentary system, which includes the skin, removes some excess water and some urea and some excess of salts of your body. So they release some wastes outside your body. And excretory system, the main organ of excretion, the main organ that helps or participate in the excretion process. All of these systems work together to keep your body balanced and maintain homeostasis. That's it. The main function to maintain homeostasis. Removing wastes of your body. If this not happen, if you don't maintain homeostasis, the body internal environment can become toxic. The body's environmental can be what? Can be toxic. Okay, guys? So this is the main function of all this system. And liver too. Liver produces urea from protein and other wastes, including pieces of old red blood cells. So this is the function of liver. It helps in the excretion process. We talk about skin, lungs, and liver. Liver, that's the liver. Liver produces urea from protein. It breaks down metabolism of protein, takes place in the liver. It breaks down protein and it produces urea and other wastes, including pieces of red blood cells. So from the waste products, some materials of the produced by the liver are the pieces of red blood cells. Removing waste products from the body helps maintain homeostasis, and if this not happen, the body's internal environment can be toxic. Okay, guys? And then we have a question here. Let me beg some of you to do it. Abdurrahman Abdullah Milham. Abdurrahman Abdullah Milham. يا عبد الرحمن. طيب عبد الله ناصر الملحم. عبد الله ناصر. عبد الله ناصر. عبد الله ناصر absent. سلمان. سلمان محمد موسى العيسى.
Did you hear me? موجود.
Who are you?
موجود teacher. أنا حطيت ميوت بالغلط. موجود.
What's your name?
سلمان.
Okay, Salman. I want you to answer
And
this one.
Abdullah's here, Mister.
Abdullah Nasser.
Yeah, he's here, but he's lagging.
Yes.
Okay. Salman, answer this question. Read. Complete the table. Number 1, organ, system to which belong, how it works in excretion. So number 1, organ, lungs. System it belongs to is what?
Huh? Like where does the where system it belongs? Like
Yes.
Where? Oh, okay. It belongs. Oh, I know. What teacher? Let me think.
Okay.
Okay, teacher. I know. It's the system.
Your lungs belongs to what?
It
Mr. This
belongs.
said what?
Belongs to what?
Mister, what is this page?
Anybody knows the page, guys? I don't have the book. Anybody know the page, guys? Type the page in the chat area for
116, Mister.
116. So let me pick someone.
Respiratory. Teacher, respiratory.
ماشي سلمان. Respiratory system. And how it works in the excretion?
You breathe. Like how it works.
It releases what? What the waste they are releasing outside the body?
It release carbon dioxide and get oxygen.
No. Carbon dioxide, no, and not oxygen. And what else?
What else?
Anybody can knows? Muhammad Yasser. Muhammad Yasser. Muhammad Yasser.
Yes, Mister.
Muhammad Yasser, can you fill this one? Lungs, respiratory system, and how it works in excretion? Muhammad Yasser not answering. Muhammad Abdullah Al-Abud. Muhammad Abdullah. Muhammad
Yes,
Abdullah.
Mister.
Muhammad, can you know what other materials besides carbon dioxide is released from your lungs? Can you tell me?
Mr. Tamish, can I answer?
Yes, Tamim, answer. No problem.
Is it water?
Yes, some excess water. Water vapor. So it's carbon dioxide and some excess water. Skin. Let me take another one. Khalid Al-Isa. Khalid.
Yes, Mister.
Skin. What system it belongs to? Which system it
Skin?
belongs? Skin.
Skin. No system, Mister.
You don't know.
Can I,
طيب.
Mr. Ibrahim?
I know I know how it works.
Tell me how it
But I
works. Tell
don't-
me anything. Tell me how it works.
It releases water and some with some amount of urea.
Yes, it releases sweat, which
Yeah.
include excess salt, water, and small amount of urea. Yes, that's good. And what's the system? Who knows the system, guys? Who knows the system it belongs to?
Ibrahim, Mister, can I?
Huh? Yes, go ahead.
Integumentary system.
Integumentary system. Integumentary system. You have it here, guys. Integumentary system. Okay, and it's written here. So, and liver. I want someone to answer liver. Who can answer liver? Quickly, guys. Who can answer liver?
Me Khalid Al Isa, Mister.
Khalid Al Isa.
Yeah.
Okay, Khalid. Answer it, Khalid. What system it belongs
It
to?
belongs to digestive system,
Yes.
and
what?
it's produce urea.
It produces urea and other waste materials like small pieces of red blood cells. Last one, kidneys. Kidneys, let's go for Abdullah Al-Husseini. Abdullah Khalid Al-Husseini. Abdullah Khalid. طيب عبد العزيز بدر الناصر. Who can answer this last one, guys? Kidneys. Who can answer it quickly? Who can answer it?
Mr. Timnish, can I answer?
Yes, go ahead, Tamim.
It's
Answer
an
it.
excretory system.
Yes, excretory system.
Waste. It removes waste products from the body.
Yes, like what waste product?
Urine.
Yes, in the form of urine. Urea is produced from the urine and excess water. We will take quiz right now, guys. Let's start the quiz and continue. That's the link. Join using the link or join using the pen. That's the pen. Use either way to join.
Teacher, I don't understand. Why don't they just use the link than the pin?
I don't know, some of them don't. Quickly join. Quickly join. We have only 6 players. 8 players. Quickly join, guys.